Hello and welcome to another video. My name's Axel.
I'm Sean.
And we are here at the MMU Union in Manchester for Futureshock Pro Wrestling. It's the night of the Royal Rumble. It's a double header. We didn't come to the first show. We're here at the second one. And I cannot wait. Can you, Sean?
I cannot wait at all. Honestly, I'm so excited. It's the perfect way to start off a Royal Rumble night.
That it is. We're going to bring you all the highlights and our thoughts on each match. Let's get into the action.
I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. That we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with this. Yeah, they know that we're coming in wrong. They know we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with this. Yeah, they know that we're coming in wrong. I think that we've all had enough.
Welcome back to another episode of Two Guys and a Table with your hard-hitting hosts, Axel and Sean, where we review the best wrestling in Manchester. Where were we this weekend, Sean?
Futureshock Wrestling, the transfer deadline.
Correct. We was there watching the second half of the doubleheader, and we're here to give you our quick reviews on each of the matches. Let's get into the action. The show started off with the first match of the night, the opening contest with Sam Bailey versus the man whose surname we can't pronounce, Peter Sedohr. Let's get into the action.
I've tried. I guess something that's Come on! I got you!
So what did you think of the match, Axel?
I thought it was a great opening contest.
Yep.
Sam Bailey's always great. Of course, he is the head coach of the Futureshock Performance Centre. And this was our first ever time seeing Peter. But that being said, I thought they both worked well. It was a strong opening match.
Yeah.
And I really got into it.
Yeah, it was really funny as well. You know, it was entertaining. They were both quite vocal. It was absolutely really good match. I personally think it was probably like a 3-star match, 4-star match.
Yeah.
It just got into it. It was a warm-up match. It was professional. There were some fun moves in there. There was some good quality wrestling, and it did its job perfectly.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's fun, it's fast, it gets the crowd warmed up, and it really does set the tone for a great night at that Futureshock event. Personally, I give it a 3.5 out of 5 as well. And so we moved on to the second match of the night, which was a tag team match.
For the #1 contenders spot for the tag team titles at Futureshock Wrestling.
This saw the 05 versus the Zubaweights. Let's get into the action.
I'll probably buy that on the way out. 1, 2.
Oh my god. And that was the action from the 05 versus the Zubaweights. And this was the first time that we saw both of these tag teams in action. And I've got to say, what an incredible showing from both of these teams. The match was fast-paced. It had some really unique tag team moves in there, which is what a tag team match is all about, in my opinion. It's that creativity that you bring to the four guys in the ring and how they can interact with each other and really work that space well as the crowd. Some of the moves in there were phenomenal.
Yeah.
Really creative. You know, the match wasn't as smooth as it could be.
No.
But that being said, it made for some really interesting angles and intense what's going on and what's going to happen. There was really close calls in there.
Yeah.
It was non-stop, hard hitting. These guys were really fighting for that #1 contender spot, and it felt like whoever won really deserved it. Obviously the 05 came out with the victory in the end, but I just thought it was one of the top matches of the card for me on that night. Creative, and just great in so many aspects. What about yourself, Sean?
Yeah, I really liked that match. I thought there was some absolutely cracking moves in there. And I felt a little bit sorry for them because I think the crowd was a little bit exhausted because it was a double header. Yeah. And a lot of people had been there since 2 o'clock. And by this point, it was about 7 o'clock because the match, it started at 6. And it was, I felt that there was a certain apathy from the crowd, which is understandable when it's a long event. But it didn't deserve that. It was really creative. It was really fun. You know, the wrestlers put on a fantastic match. And it was a really great follow-up from the Sam Bailey match. Like, they should be really proud of themselves. They did a great, great job.
Yeah, as I say, great technical abilities in there. Great high-flying moves in there. Fantastic tag team moves. Some good power moves as well. It had all the elements to make a fantastic tag team match. What would you give it out of 5 stars?
I'm going to go with 4. 4 out of 5 stars.
4 out of 5. 100% agree. 4 out of 5 stars from me. And so we moved on to the third match of the night, which was the main event of the third half. It saw the Adrenaline champion, Scott Oberman, versus Kid Lykos 2 for the Adrenaline championship. Let's get into the action.
Gus!
And Scott Oberman retains the Adrenaline Championship in what was, again, a great match and a fantastic main event for the first half of the show. What did you think, Sean?
One of the things I really enjoyed about this was the ring chemistry between the two. They seemed to really work well together. It was a really fluid match, strong moves, good matchup as well. I mean, Scott Oberman isn't your classic heavyweight, but when he's facing someone a lot shorter than him, he's able to really take on that heavyweight mantle and, you know, display his power against someone like that. And that worked really well, especially with the ebb and flow of the match. And it allowed, and he was athletic enough to go with some of the more lucha, Lykos elements of the match that Kid Lykos was bringing to the match. I really like this one. I think it's possibly my match of the night.
Yes.
And it was so good. it was just a brilliant title defense from Scott, and they put on a fantastic match. Really, really well done. What about you?
On the night, my match of the night was the tag team match between the 05 and the Zubaweights. But upon reviewing the footage and like remembering what I actually felt there, this was my match of the night. I think that it was a great showing of the brutality of Scott Oberman and his psychotic nature versus Kid Lykos too, and his high-flying technical ability. When those two collided and clashed, it turned out to be a great pair and a great match. I just think that it was an incredible showing for both of the guys. Anybody could have won that match, or so it felt like it. And obviously Scott Oberman pulled out the victory for what is looking like is going to be a strong title reign for him, and a well-deserved one as well. We saw them both before, but they just seem to up the game every single time that they do. With that said, what would you give out of 5?
I can't give it a 5 because 5-star matches are very, very rare for me. But I would give it a strong 4.5, pushing to that 5. But they're, you know, like the last 5-star match I had was that match with Meat Wagon. Do you remember the tag team match where it was just everywhere, all over? That's what it was missing that element of chaos at one point. Although it did have that the injury to Scott's foot, which added a heightened level of drama. But it was a really, really good match, a really well told story. So 4.5 out of me.
Yeah, 2 different personalities colliding, 2 different styles meeting in the ring, and a great storyline told within that space as well. 100% agree, 4.5 stars.
Yeah. Now for the second half of Transfer Deadline. Joe Blazr versus Tony Wright. This is a grudge match.
Tony, right.
Look at me, Tony! You knocked that me in my money!
Oh!
Yeah! Yes!
Oh!
Yeah!
Oh!
So, Joe Blazr and Tony Wright went at it.
It really felt like both of these guys wanted to tear each other's heads off. It did.
Yeah.
It was blow for blow, aggression, and just brutality. Both of these guys were going to do anything and everything that they could to get the win there. And of course, as we did see, Tony Wright came out with the victory.
Came straight after Scott and Lykos. Lykos' match after the break, obviously. So it had to follow that up, and it did a really, really good job of that. You felt the anger, you felt the brutality. Again, excellently told story. And it wasn't an ODQ match. So it's good to have a grudge match that doesn't result in weapons, because it encourages you to show that aggression in a more traditional wrestling manner. Yeah. And it pushes you to be a little bit more creative with your moves and to show a little bit more spite in some of your hits and some of your shots and some of your moves. And it was really, really good. Like, you felt the aggression, you felt the anger, and they told the story brilliantly again. What would you rate out of 5, Axel?
I've got to say, it was rough, it was raw, and it really was a grudge match. I'd give it a strong 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. I was going to give it a 4. And I'm going to stick with it. 4 stars for me. I was very happy with that match. I really enjoyed it. And I needed to pick me up because they closed the bar so early. It was very upsetting for me. And the next match is Gorgon versus Dr Procter.
I'm fine, mate.
What are you doing?
Doctor, you know, we're going out.
Some tackling show there, but another go.
The Doctor is in.
Oh!
You should do that.
Now, Dr Procter versus Gorgon was an impromptu match. Gorgon came out and issued an open challenge at the beginning of the event, and that led to the match between himself and Dr Procter.
I like both of those wrestlers.
Yeah.
But it was the weakest match on the card. I've seen them both have better matches in the past. I loved, Solomon came down, so they had that interaction there as well.
Yes.
Came around to the ring. They had that whole scenario where he was trying to cheat and pull Dr. Procter out, and then the referee ejected Solomon, and they had all the ring crew come down. So there was an element of
Drama
in the match as well. However, I just don't feel like the match hit the spot for me.
Okay, yeah. I kind of agree with Axel in the sense that a lot of the stories, well, all of the matches we saw had a running storyline that carried through. It wasn't as strong as the other matches on the card. However, there was a lot of strong moves in there. The ring chemistry, I felt was there. I felt they worked well together. I wasn't bored watching it. There were some really impactful moves. I feel like the crowd didn't really get behind it either, which takes away from a match a little bit. When the crowd's not feeling it,
it can influence the match.
Yeah, it can take away from the pace, the rhythm, and your engagement with it. And it wasn't really a match that had a lot of meaning. What would you rate it out of 5, Axel?
Out of 5, I'd give it a 2.5. My honest opinion.
I would be giving it a 3. Like, I feel like it was on the same level as Sam Bailey's, and
Fair enough. I just feel like it was a little bit less. That doesn't take away from the wrestlers. It doesn't take away from the show or the performance, because I love both of those wrestlers.
Yeah.
I love Futureshock. But it was just that match on that night in that space. That's what I'd give it.
Fair enough. Can't argue with you there.
And the main event of the night saw the Futureshock champion Joey Hayes versus the challenger and the man who won the Lotto Thunder in the first half, Briac Strong.
Come on, Joey! 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 Come on, Joey!
Come on, Joey.
Joey!
What have you got it to cast in?
Good, Joe! Come on, Joe! Gotcha! Go! Oh!
And in what was a strong showing for both competitors, Joey Hayes retained the championship. The Futureshock veteran, the legend, Joey Hayes, 20 years in Futureshock, was on the first ever show and he's champion today. What did you think about that, Sean?
Joey Hayes, who's an industry legend in British wrestling and put on an absolute classic. And you had Briac Strong, who was absolutely a powerhouse, throwing his weight around, doing everything he could to win that belt and putting on a match that was worthy of the main event.
100% agreed. Briac Strong's been up and coming in Futureshock. I think we were there for his debut and we've seen him be travelling around and he's really putting that work in.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if one day he does become Futureshock champion, but on that night, it just wasn't his night.
No.
Joey Hayes pulled out that win in what was a fantastic showing of a veteran versus that up-and-coming powerhouse. Really did love it. It went all around the arena. They came right past us, smashing their heads off the bar, fighting all over. It was brutality, some great moves, and the crowd really got into it in what was, as you say, a fantastic main event of the night.
So, what would you rate it out of 5, Axel?
Out of 5, I'd give it a strong 4 out of 5.
Okay, I'm going to go a 1 up on you on that, and I'm going to give it 4.5 out of 5.
And with that said, that brings our review of Futureshock to an end. If you can get down to a show, we would strongly recommend that you go to the Futureshock. And if you can attend an event and want to see them online, then you can for just £4 per month. We ain't sponsored to say this, we just believe in the product and think that you should watch it because it's some of the best British wrestling that you will see out there. Links will be in the description to where you can buy their tickets, and links will be in the description to where you can find them online and watch it for, as I say, just £4 a month. With that being said, my name's Axel.
I'm Sean.
And we'll see you in another video.
Bye.